I'm Stefanie Yeung, Associate Director of the Nelly Berman School of Music. Our school's wonderful sense of community could not exist without our talented student musicians. Over the next few days, we will be presenting some of our special students and their helpful parents in a series of short interviews. Today, I'm pleased to be interviewing Chris Q and his dad, Lee Ming Q. Chris Q studies piano at the Nelly Berman School of Music with Dr. Anna Kislitsyna and violin with Irina Schuck. Many of our students have made tremendous progress during our in-person and online lessons over the past few months, and the featured student and their parent will be sharing some of their tips for practicing at home and staying motivated.
Okay.
Hi, Lee Ming and Chris. Thank you so much for joining me today. Lee Ming, Chris's teachers, Anna and Irina, have both been impressed by Chris's progress and have both cited your dedication to helping him practice as a big reason for why he has improved so quickly. Did you play a musical instrument when you were young?
Not when I was very young, but I started playing guitar when I was in college.
Mm-hmm. And when you started playing the guitar in college, did you study it formally or did you just kind of pick it up on your own?
Pick it up.
Yeah, you know that. So I picked it up on my own. So not formally, but just was interested in the music. First, I was listening to all kinds of music, especially like rock and roll, classic rock, and I got interested in guitar. And there were a couple friends that was also interested, so we picked up a guitar together, playing our own.
Nice. And when did your interest in music start?
Well, like listening to music, that was probably like in elementary school, middle school. I listened to some. But I started, creating music myself, playing music myself using instruments when I was in college.
Nice. And how did your experience in learning an instrument inform your decision to practice with your own kids?
I think quite a lot. I'm like a hypothesis that I probably wouldn't have my kids learn violin for Chris. Maybe, but for Ben to learn piano, it was probably like a, instinct, like a move. But for Chris, I think if I hadn't learned guitar, I probably wouldn't push Chris to learn violin. So it definitely, affects a lot on my decisions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when you were learning the guitar, did you ever wish that you'd had the experience to have lessons?
Oh yeah. Looking back from now, I definitely wish I had lessons. It's a lot of road to walk on yourself, Yeah, so if we had a teacher, especially like when I was learning music, I was on my own and a couple of friends, we were like discussing, studying together, right, on the songs. But when you reach a certain level, it's very hard to proceed anymore. Like to improve, it's very hard. And then we got to know a professional teacher who was a professional musician. And the tips he gave us just, can make you like improve overnight. Something, if you practice.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, when you're self-taught, you do eventually kind of hit a plateau.
Right.
And yeah, just the professionals do help. So actually, my mom used to practice with me when I was younger. And looking back, I think it brought us a lot closer together. So Chris, do you enjoy practicing with your dad?
Say something, Chris.
Yes.
And do you feel that seriously practicing on the violin and piano has made you better at your other activities?
No.
No? You're also quite good at ice skating, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah? Have you learned any?
I ski.
Skiing.
Not skating.
Oh, okay, skiing. Okay.
Oh yeah, he does skate. You skate for something, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So Lee Ming, have you noticed that Chris is applying like the mentality or skills that he's learned from music to other parts of his life?
I think so. Even he doesn't. But I think he's applying, especially the mentality when he's this young, to other stuff. But he doesn't realize yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like his older brother Ben right now has a habit of playing piano. He developed a discipline. Yeah, for younger kids, they probably don't realize. But once they get older, like over 10 years old,
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably realize. Even if he gets older, once he becoming into adults, he'll probably realize like how music helped him a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that too. I think you would agree that music is a difficult art that requires a lot of discipline to learn well. Do you have any tips on how to help little kids like Chris practice better?
The tips, I think the most important one is to have a consistent schedule. That's very important. Like during the winter, we've been skiing a lot, so Chris did improve a lot during winter. But once we get back to our normal routine schedule, like for Chris it's about every evening night, like around 6 or 7 o'clock, he practice violin. And piano is piano. You don't have to like open stuff, right? Open the box and get the violin out. So you can sit there. Sometimes piano is like throughout the day. Once he has a 5-10 minutes break from something, he sits in front of the piano and plays a little bit. So I think the most important thing is you have to develop habits or consistent schedule. And once he sticks to that schedule for, say, a couple months, then this becomes something like brushing their teeth in mornings in routine work. So, and gradually they'll start enjoying it.
Yeah, and it sounds like Ben's kind of getting there, right? Because you mentioned earlier he has a habit now of going to the piano at some point in the day and practicing.
Right. And Ben now is learning theory. So once he starts to know a little bit theory, he becomes more interested in why he's playing this or that way. So sometimes he sits in the piano for just a few minutes, trying to figure out why the music is going this direction. So, for example, it's quite interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really great to bring that kind of intellectual perspective to music, because I think for a lot of kids, they kind of play without knowing why they're doing it.
Right.
So going off of that, in your experience, what motivates children to get better?
For my, I'm thinking for little ones like Chris, I will probably play a big part as a role in this kind of situation. Mm-hmm. Like once little ones see their parents, especially their parents or their big brothers doing something, and they want to mimic the same thing. So that motivates them. And I think once they reach like a certain age, like Ben, or even older, like around 15 years old, probably peer pressure, other kids. That probably plays a big part.
Yeah, I think that's true for me, at least as I got older and you meet other kids who are really good at music, it makes you want to raise your level to be with them. So, Chris, what do you think makes you want to work harder?
I don't really know.
You told me something. Right?
Yeah.
What makes you want to work harder? Can I think of anything?
No.
No? Okay.
What? I'm trying to...
I think he wants to work harder because the teacher plays an important part in this, because once he gets an assignment and that's appropriate for his level, the kids want to get it done. Mm-hmm. So it has to be appropriate. It can't be too difficult or too easy. So if we give something appropriate, it's like they want to finish this, and then if they get just a little bit of trouble, they want to conquer that trouble. Mm-hmm. So that motivates them to do something, to finish that thing.
Yeah.
I think that was little bit like to do.
My mom used to motivate me with frozen yogurt. We used to go after a good lesson.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
don't motivate my kids with like
rewards.
Yeah. But sometimes I motivate Ben with iPad time, computer time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure now he has quite a bit of that now that everyone's kind of home.
Right, but he doesn't get a lot of like game time. So I motivated him with a game time. If he like exercise for like certain time. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, Chris wants a chess time, right?
Okay. Chris, do you play against other people or do you play on the computer?
iPad.
On the iPad? Nice. So I've heard from quite a few teachers at the school that one of the unexpected benefits of online music lessons is that parents get to see exactly what their kids are learning. Li Ming, have you enjoyed attending all the lessons with Ben and Chris, learning the music and then practicing with them?
Yes, I do. Even when we had physical lessons, I attended most Chris classes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think at physical lessons, the teacher were there, right? The teacher was there, so they can move their arms or teach specifically what kids can do. So actually, for online lesson, I think I'm more involved because a lot of times kids don't quite understand the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So the parents have to be more involved to understand what teacher trying to convey to the kids. So we have to pay really like a lot of attention in the class.
Yeah, I've heard that from other teachers and parents too, that now the parents are kind of learning how the correct hand posture should be so
Right.
that they can show the kids in a way that teachers with words may not be able to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Li Ming, what are the most helpful things you've learned from Anna and Irina about how to practice effectively at home?
How to practice effective at home? I don't know. Like I was saying, I think a consistent schedule is most important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Anna gives certain amount of work that we want to get it done. So that makes of practice effectively. And I routinely send a message to Anna and Irina asking them to send us videos.
Mm-hmm.
So they work very hard and they send us videos. And especially like violin is kind of hard. And Irina, explains to us like the techniques, very detailed techniques. So we have to follow exactly the techniques.
Mm-hmm.
So practice the same thing over and over on a consistent schedule. That's very effective. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great that the teachers are providing you with those videos. I've heard that that's actually really helpful to almost get a little tutorial.
That's in addition to the lesson time. So I really appreciate that them doing it.
So, Chris and Li Ming, right now we're facing a lot of uncertainty with the coronavirus. How has music helped you during this time, and how do you think it can be helpful for others?
You want to go first, Chris?
Yeah. I think you should go
You want to go
first.
first?
No, you.
No? Okay. I think, music has always been, a big part of my life. I don't play it, after college, I didn't play it a lot, but I have been, onto it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And during this time, coronavirus time, we have been practicing a lot more than we used to. And I'm working from home now and have a lot more time. And I just, you know what? I just bought a saxophone, so I'm going to start saxophone on my own. Yeah. So you can do. There's not much you can do at home, but I think you can. People should do something meaningful, more like a music exercise you can do at home.
Mm-hmm.
So music is a big part of it. I've seen some videos, from Spain, from Italy. People are playing music on their balcony to their neighbors. So it's great. Yeah. I've seen a lot of videos of that.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things that most of the students I've talked to have said is that they really like that they have a hobby that they can do at home.
Right.
Friends, they might like swimming. It's really difficult to go swimming when you're stuck in your house all day.
Exactly.
Music you'll always have with you.
Yeah.
So outside of music, what activities do you guys like to do together?
Together. Chris, you go first.
Yeah.
Violin.
That's music.
Do you like skiing, Chris?
Yeah.
Where do you guys go skiing?
Blue Mountain.
Blue Mountain, yeah. We skied a lot during the winter.
Are you doing what are they called? The blue squares yet?
Oh yeah, the blue. Can you do that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Easy?
Yeah.
So you're on black diamonds then?
Yeah, we can all do black diamond.
Very nice.
Yeah, we ski a lot together. We play soccer. Yeah, together. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you, Chris and Li Ming, so much for joining me today. It was such a pleasure to learn more about you and how the two of you practice music together. Chris, We're looking forward to hearing you perform again soon, hopefully in person.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Please say bye to me, Stephanie.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.